Hi, I'm Dorris, and I've put together this short video because I wanted to share with you a little bit about my vocational history, because the way that I've chosen to spend the last 2 decades of my life is exactly why I chose to put together this program, this audio program that's coming out on Thursday. You know, I started my professional career working as a clinical social worker, working with folks that were homeless, working with chronic drug addicts, working with chronic schizophrenics, people that were experiencing an enormous amount of suffering. And then after that, I did some work, a few years of work in youth shelters, working with kids who were either from broken families or who had behavior disorders, so they needed to be displaced and then get some treatment. I was working with adults in the prison system. And later on, I became a therapist, and I started counseling gang kids and other children with behavior disorders. I was doing parenting counseling. I was doing family counseling. I was doing couples counseling. I was working with people that had chronic depression. After that, I started working with elite athletes, doing mental toughness training and sports psychology types of work, working with some of the world's best athletes. That work then led to doing some performance psychology training with executive sales teams, which then led to doing executive coaching, which led to, of course, now the personal life transformational coaching that I'm doing. So, I've coached everyone from, like I said, homeless folks to billionaire chairman of multi-billion-dollar international companies. I actually coached a billionaire, and everyone in between. So I've made some observations over the last couple decades, and the observations include the vast majority of people are not living the lives of their dreams. The vast majority of people are settling for far less than what it is that they ultimately want. That has nothing, by the way, to do with socioeconomic status. It's true across the board, because every single one of us, regardless of our upbringing or of our economic status, we are subjected to conditioning, and some of that conditioning would have us believe that we cannot have what we want. It has us spend our lives doing things that are far less than what it is that we ultimately want to be doing, and that's not okay with me. So three problems that, as a result of all of my vocational history, I never had a job in a corporate. I've never worked for a business. I've always been in the profession of helping relationships in some form or fashion. I've been hired as a consultant to go work for law firms and train groups of them, and with sales with, like I said, multi-billion-dollar companies around the world. But I've never been an employee, because every single bit of my vocational experience has been in the context of helping humans thrive. Three problems that I've identified in all of that experience. One, people don't know what they want. People do not know what it is that they ultimately desire, or how it is that they ultimately and profoundly want to use their lives. Two, of the small percentage of people that actually do have clarity, there's even a smaller percentage of them that actually believe that they can have what it is that they want, because conditioning would have them believe, right? The lessons they've learned over the course of their lives would have them believe that what their ultimate desires are not available to them in this lifetime. Or if they are, it's going to take so much suffering that it would probably not even be worth investing in it. Okay, so first of all, the first problem, people don't know what they want. Of the few that do, most of them don't believe that they can have it. And of the few that know what they want, and then the fewer of them that actually believe that they can have it, there's an even smaller percentage, which now is a puny, puny percentage of the entire populace that actually has the mental toughness to do what it takes in a sustainable way to make their desires or their dreams or their visions for their future, or for their lives rather, reality. So what are the solutions to those three problems? The three problems, again, being that people don't know what they want, don't believe they can have it if they do know, and don't have the toughness or the psychological strength or the emotional intelligence, right, to do what it takes in a sustainable way to make those visions reality. The solutions are clarity, courage, and discipline. Those are the three secrets to creating the life of your dreams: clarity, courage, and discipline. And that is what this program, this audio program, Creating Your Dream, is entirely about. the clarity to know how it is that you want to use your life, how you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have. The courage to believe, contrary to your conditioned beliefs about scarcity, that no matter what your desires, by virtue of even being able to entertain them, are in some form available to you in this abundant universe. And then the discipline, right, which is the mental toughness, the psychological strength, the emotional intelligence, the consciousness to be able to do what it takes in a sustainable way, especially when things don't go as planned, in order to make your desires reality. That's what we're going to be talking about in the free webinar that's happening this Thursday. So click the link below and get signed up for that, because that's going to be awesome. I'm going to share all the details about the content of the program, and I can't wait to see you on Thursday.